How'd you bring in the new year, Jake? First day of 2025, what'd you do?
I didn't do much. I kind of just chilled. Didn't work. What'd you do?
I did all of it. The most.
Tell me what you did.
I woke up after a very fun parents' night out. We threw a New Year's party.
Yeah, I want to talk about that later.
Great fun. Stayed up way past our bedtime. And you know, as a parent, you're up till 1, 2. You're like, hey, I'm going to bite the bullet. It's fine. I'm going to be up at 7, whatever.
Yep.
And I woke up at 6 to my wife going, Trey.
Wow, awesome.
Which
dude.
Katie, she'll be here shortly through this episode. She's putting the baby down. Who was watching our kid is stuck. We had a foot of snow. It's a lot happening.
Yeah.
But she wakes up at 6 a.m. and goes, Trey, I have a fever. The kids are up. I shouldn't touch them. Good luck. And I went to war all day. So that's what I did. My first day there, I woke up exhausted. It was funny because I didn't feel great either, but she had a fever. I was like, I think we have the same thing. She's like, but did you have a fever? And I was like, what? So we'll hear from her side later in the episode, but it felt to me a little bit like she did lay there. I was like, you're enjoying this, right? She's like, I mean, I haven't done this in 2 years. I was like, well, good for you. Okay. She laid there all day.
New year.
And I just took care of 2 kids. January 1. Watched Despicable Me. I'm starting to love, Thomas is getting a little old enough where we can watch the kids' movies. I'm kind of loving it.
Yeah.
Because we didn't watch these.
Yeah.
Despicable Me, I don't think I've ever watched. And I was locked in. And now Minions, I'm like, we got to get some Minions stuff. It was nice, but it was fun to watch her lay on the couch just living her best life.
Yeah.
Like, you feel better, right? You seem like she's joking around. You know when you're sick and you start to joke and you're like, wait, I got to tone it down because
whoa.
I can't.
I don't want them to think I'm not sick.
You do it with your parents. Like, well, you're feeling like you're doing pretty. Oh no, yeah.
Oh, it was just
Katie was doing that with me. She'd be laughing as I was struggling. I was like, your laughter I'm hearing.
Your fever broke.
Good spirits? Oh no, it's still. But I did that. And it's been great. And it's been 2 long recties. Hope you had a great Christmas, Kwanzaa, New Year's, everything
what else is in there? Yeah.
And we're back. It'll be best year yet. So we have a great episode. So we have a lot to talk about, lots to catch up on. I haven't seen Jake in weeks.
Yeah.
Derek has come over a bunch of times. I invited him over. Nah.
Derek lives
He's
down
been
here.
busy. We're all been busy. So we're back. It's going to be a great episode. And let's start the new year off hot. Give us 5 stars and give us a good review.
Hey.
And share us on your story.
What do you say?
Please.
What do you say?
Let's go. Let's do this. Roll music.
Correct opinions. Correct opinions.
This show is up. I have writer's block. You ever had that? This show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Good.
Okay. So I get that. I don't know if you know this. I'm a published author. And sometimes we get writer's block. And guess what? We're all writers because we're all writing our own story.
I feel a little bit like Natasha Bedingfield right now. Can I tell you what?
Yeah. Oh.
Staring at the blank pages before you.
I think, yeah. I know that song.
Is that? At the blank pages before.
Regardless, it's a new year. And we all are writing our story. And it's not the year where we have resolutions just fade by February. Okay, pick up the pen and become the author of your own life. And therapy could be like your editorial partner, helping you write your story. I've done therapy. It helped me. I think it'll help you if you're considering it. Try BetterHelp. It's fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide. You can access a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties, and you can easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost. So write your story with BetterHelp.
Visit BetterHelp.com/correct today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/correct.
Correct. December 30th, we go out for a little family outing.
Cool.
Okay, so it's a weird time of year, right? It's the best. I love Christmas, but everyone, and the way because Christmas and New Year's were on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So I feel like it really extended people were like, okay, well, I'm not going to work that Monday, Tuesday. And then New Year's, people were like, well, I'm not going to work that Thursday, Friday. And it kind of was like, oh my, where's everyone going? So it was a lot of downtime. It was nice. And so one of these days, we're back home after the holidays from family, December 30th. It's a Monday. We say, hey, you know what? Katie, let's do a little family outing.
Oh, okay.
4 of us.
Okay.
So we mapped it out. We say, okay, we get up in the morning, get the kids ready, fed. We're going to go out. We're going to go to we go into the city, one of our favorite coffee shops, grab a cup, pop into this little spot that we like to shop at. Maybe see if we can find a nice New Year's Eve party outfit.
Okay.
Then we're going to pop into maybe our favorite little breakfast diner, get some pancakes, back for nap time. So,
wow. What a day.
We're heading out. As any parent knows, we leave 40 minutes later than desired.
Whose fault?
It's really easily before kids, Katie always.
Yeah.
Hey, I would pop in. I'd be like, hey, I would yell at her, you're going to make us late. And she's like, you're going to make me file. Is what she would say.
I see.
And that would just go back and forth. That was all of it. But then with the kid, you give up quickly. You're like, I'm doing it. And it was nice. We went to we sold that house finally.
Yeah, good job.
Nice. We go to the closing, signing the docs.
Okay.
10 minutes late. I go, I'm sorry I'm late. And she has two things which I really appreciate. She goes, thank you very much for acknowledging and apologizing. Which is a little bit kind of like, you messed up, but I forgive you.
Yeah.
And then two, she's like, but you have two kids, so you're doing pretty good.
So you got to pass. Okay.
There is a little bit of a pass if you're a parent, but so we get out and we go, okay, audible, let's do this. Let's go straight to breakfast now. Because we're a bit late, probably getting a little hungry.
So no coffee.
And let's see if breakfast is quick enough that we then we do it reverse. Great. So we go, park, coffee. I get the kid out, go around. I go, that's Katie, to get the key. She goes, no, I thought you did. I was like, did you just lock the car? She goes, yes, I did. I know what you're thinking. Trey, you don't have a push to start. What is wrong with this? 2024? Our fob died.
Oh.
Which, we have one of the fobs in the cars where it's like impossible to lock it.
Yeah.
But then it died, so then it's possible.
She found a way.
And
how's a fob
It was
die?
like a classic. You ever remember those moments? Well, it has one of those little tiny batteries in it. The ones that like
The watch batteries.
Yeah.
I feel like it should
And I
be
replaced it and I can't get it to work. So I don't know if it's broken or I don't know how to do these batteries, but
fob should be like your TV remote, where it's like,
They
I
do
think
need
this
to-
is somewhat light bulb.
USB-C.
Or like they've got those little sensors on them
yeah,
where they just never die.
they never die.
Yeah. Do that with the fob.
But that was, I don't know if you guys had this type of dad, if you remember moments growing up where your dad would you could tell like, Dad, don't even look at him. He might kill somebody. He's like so mad. And I had my first dad moment where I was just like, you locked the car. He's like, Trey? And I was just like, just get inside. Let's get breakfast. I'm like, we'll figure it out. And I didn't know this. Maybe I'm an idiot, but Katie's me like, let's call a locksmith. I was like, wait, because those are expensive. We call the dealership. They say, oh, tow truck guys. Tow truck guys can do this. She just makes sense. They got a tow truck.
Tow truck guys, huh?
Well, there was a guy showed up in 15 minutes. It was the most expensive diner breakfast I've ever had, but he got in it in 2 minutes. And then it was fine.
So what's the difference in hiring a locksmith and hiring a tow truck guy?
I don't know. Because I've heard locksmiths, I guess it's different if you're wanting the locksmith to like make you a key right there or like do that. That's an expensive process. But they just have a little kit where they put this air thing in
yeah.
so they can put in the thing.
Yeah.
It's like, I should carry this around. It was
Side
hustle.
Can I do this with a
Call me.
balloon or a whoopee cushion? I'll just do this myself.
And then we said, oh, you know what? That was quicker than we thought. We came this far. Let's do what we want to do.
All right.
And she's like, well, she has to eat. So I go in, I get coffee as she's nursing the baby in the parking lot. I hand her the coffee. I watch the place. I buy my outfit. Takes longer than we think. We get back. It's too late. He naps terribly. Day's ruined. But hey, we left that in 2024, okay?
Okay.
And everyone's great. We're having a good time. All the kids are great.
Amazing. I do want to hear how New Year's Eve was, because for those listening, maybe you remember Trey always throws a big party, always
Yes.
balls out for a little bit, invites a bunch of people. There was a security guard one year. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, that was the little place we booked. I guess that was part of the rules. Like,
No. You wanted it.
Oh, yeah, I did.
You flexed. You wanted it.
Anytime somebody get close, he'd be like, hey, excuse me.
Hey, he's an influencer.
I was like, listen, man, I'll pay you double if you act like my bodyguard.
So we were planning on going. I went out with a bunch of friends. Maybe you saw when they all got there. So we had 7:45 dinner reservations. That's like a good time for like a New Year's Eve pre-party dinner.
Sure, kids' bedtimes, everything, yeah.
We got our food at 10:15. It was.
Wow. It was a big group, right?
Yeah.
10, 12 of you?
18.
Oh my gosh. 18. And was there out of 18 people, was there not a Karen in the room?
There wasn't.
All of you guys were like, I just hope it shows up. No one finally was just like, hey, get us out of here, man. Nobody.
Because we even talked about that afterwards.
That's the real Midwestern group right there.
Yeah.
Like, well, it sure is slow. I sure hope it changes soon.
Like the next day or so, we were like, I was debriefing it with someone and we were like, we were really nice. It took them like 2 hours to get us our food, like almost 3 hours.
And
we were just
appetizers
cool.
or anything, or you guys sat there and didn't have a bite of food for 2 hours?
I would say we didn't have anything until probably 9:45. So 2 hours of just water.
Just chatting.
Yeah.
Wait,
and then
not even like the drink orders? Anyone have a drink?
got
that out?
Drinks were there.
But tell me this, when you sat down, how quickly did someone come over? Was that a wait? Because waiting for food's one thing, but if I sit down at a restaurant and 10 minutes go by, I go, why'd you sit me down? I'm just on an island here. What do I do?
It is annoying.
That's the most annoying part of the thing a restaurant does. Wait, food, okay.
So we went to this nicest restaurant. We got we had like this event space. So we were by ourselves. No one else up on the second floor. Sounds nice. And it was quiet. It was great. I think they kept forgetting about us. I don't know. They had to take an elevator to get to us. So that could have been the issue. Either way, it's a long time with no food, no drink. And so yeah, we get done eating. It's maybe like 11-ish when we're all said and done. And at the tail end of that dinner, Rachel starts, in her words, barking. Because we'd both been sick for a while, but then starts to like, like they're just that awful. I don't want to do it because my throat is still sore too, but just coughing so obnoxiously. And she's like, I can't go to a party like coughing like this. It's disgusting. I'm like an old smoker.
Barking.
Yeah.
That's real.
That was the way she described it.
Everyone's been sick constantly for
sick
2
like
months.
The whole break that we
I
had.
was sick the whole time. I've been sick since Thanksgiving.
That got us all sick.
What'd you say?
Whatever was in that fog that got us all sick.
Oh my gosh.
You guys get down that?
Yeah. As of a few days ago, I woke up, feeling good. It was unbelievable. Got legitimately real sick. And I keep going to these doctors. I do, Katie does, whatever. And they do that. They'll go, all right, we'll test you. COVID, flu, strep, test the things. They go, hey, good news. They're all negative. The bad news is it's a mystery one.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah.
Figure it out, science. How many? It's just one of these viruses. How do they let us get away with that? Like, what do we do? Like nothing. And they just send you home.
Our entire life in school, you're never allowed to say what the answer is not. But once you go see a doctor, they are allowed to tell you what it's not. How's that work?
Yeah, it's just, the answer is D. Any of the others.
Yeah.
That's
I would
so
love
annoying.
for that to, yeah. All right. Spelling bee. Your word is chrysanthemum. I'll tell you what it's not. FLOUR. Long form of flower. What else is it not? RED, DOG.
Everyone was, man. Thanksgiving, I got together with my family. It became we were there for, when you have kids, you start to see you go for a week, right? It's a whole effort to get there. It's kind of nice to have some help. Mm-hmm. And my sister, her family, little toddler, they're there. A few days in, you start looking around going, everybody's coughing, right?
A lot of runny noses.
Something's going on. And it's funny, everyone's got a different mindset with the doctor. Katie, crunchy. I feel awful. What have you done? Absolutely nothing. What medicine? Nothing at all. Well, let's do a little bit of something, right?
Yeah.
My parents, they're like, was that a sniffle? Go to the doctor right now. Steal some drugs while you're there. Whatever they tell you to take triple.
Stock up.
They're that. So we got all this energy in the same build. But at the same time, I think it was just my parents wanting their house to be a perfect oasis, come to our house. But I was like, so everyone's sick in here, right? We know that. And my dad's like, no, it's just the weather. It's the weather and it's
weather probably got
sinuses.
to him.
No, this happens every time, and that's all it is. I was like, okay, maybe. A couple days go by. I'm looking at my brother-in-law. I mean, he's on his last. I mean, that guy is sick. This little girl, I've never seen so much snot come out of a baby's face.
Wow.
My ear hurts. That's never happened in my life. What's happening? Like, it's weather. Like, how about can we not acknowledge we all got the same thing? We did. And then I had to go fly Good Morning America, get a ear infection on a plane. My ear's 98%. I mean, ear infection, it's a months long ordeal. And then we keep waking up. It's like 2 days a week for the last month. I wake up, am I sick again? And the next day I'm okay. It's just a nightmare.
I try to do the right thing. So like on Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, we're around Rachel's whole extended family. A lot of barking going on. I'm like, all right, I see this coming. Wake up the next day. First like cold symptoms, like I'm gonna get ahead of it. I start popping stuff, taking stuff right away. I'm just gonna skip to the end. I'm out on medicine. What does medicine do? If you start taking it, like as
This
the
is actually
cold
really good.
gets there, you start doing. I mean, I really did all the right things this time. I mean, like took all the right medicine. I slept a lot. I drank a lot of water. Used a humidifier. I did all the right things. Still here. Every morning I wake up. Rachel says good morning, and I say good morning.
Yep. This is exactly what I was about to say. Decongestants, like Mucinex D, all this. They
Derek
came out
already had
last
that ready to go.
because they knew. I think we talked about it. They came out last year and they're just like, oh yeah, these don't work at all.
I'm out on medicine.
I took that 600 times growing up with my medicine parents, or I went to or my first antibiotic for my ear infection. I took it. I was like, hey, I can't. It's still here of it. And Katie's like, you should. That's not good. I went back like, yeah, it's still infected. Here's another one. I was like, why didn't the first work? Like, well, that's the one we like to start with. It barely works. So that was a good try, but we'll do that.
If we know it works, let's not play it safe. Why don't you give me the horse version to start and get rid of this cold?
Look up Flonase. Then she told me Flonase, and then I went to an ENT because I'm a month in. I can't hear. I was like, is it infected? What's going on? The infection's gone, but it's just all this whatever aftermath. And she's like, I would use Nasacort, Flonase. Some stuff came out bad. So Nasacort, I was like, well, I've been shooting that in my head for a decade.
Wow.
You see anything on Flonase? I don't know.
2 words.
Non-allergic rhinoceros.
Non-allergic rhinoceros, huh?
Rhinitis. Anyway, I hope this is really. I know everyone's listening is sick. It's fine. We're back. Yeah, why that doesn't work now? I don't know.
It just I'm out on medicine. So then I did nothing for a few days. I was like, I just me and my body, and I was still sick. So then I went homeopathic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, I'll take some of that zinc. No homeo.
Yeah.
But I did, and had someone give me some silver. Silver is supposed to be some immune support. I'll tell you right now, that's just water.
Yeah.
If anyone else has had silver out there,
I think you should have kept that for its value.
yeah, because you kind of want it to taste bad, because then it feels like it's working. It tastes exactly like water. It's hard to believe in it.
Do you know too much silver turns your skin blue?
Does it?
There's a guy. I know what you're talking about on that.
Yeah, we're locked in today, man. Yeah, there's a dude who it was some weird. He was convinced silver was going to help whatever thing, and look. That's real. That is absolutely real. Look up the mother.
That's like Bizarro Santa Claus instead of that's Democrat Santa Claus.
Look up Mother God documentary. So I watched this insane documentary about a cult. This woman, she was God apparently, and they, as part of their higher experience, were to take silver.
Oh, I'm right there.
She, by the time it fell apart, she legit had cancer, and of course they're like. These doctors, of course not. She's God. She just need to pump her with more and more silver.
She's got too much time on that cell phone.
The shriveled up blue lady, and all her followers were like a tint of blue that turns your skin blue.
Wow. I don't
know if you can.
We got a movie trailer, or do you want to
Mother God documentary images? Is there anything? Oh, Love has one. Yeah. Look. Oh yeah. You'll pull it. Look at that. Look at her all. Look up the top one. Yeah.
Yeah. She looks a little bluey there.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Wild.
Kind of affects the face first.
Insane.
Her arms are weird shape.
Yeah, there you go. More you know. Fun fact.
This kind of reminds me. I watched about half of the documentary about Brian Johnson. You guys know that name?
Oh, have you watched it?
Yeah, I watched like half of it.
Are you in or out? It's the blueprint guy, the billionaire who's trying to live forever.
This is a guy who is trying to like reverse aging, and the documentary is called "Don't Die" on Netflix. Interesting. Derek, you'd like it. He's ex-Mormon.
All right.
There he is.
There he is.
He looks pretty good in that picture. So he's like 50 something, and it tells you like, well, his ears are like, 36, and his heart's 28, and his skin is this.
What's his? They talk about us.
18. Yeah,
12. It's brutal.
Went a little too much.
All I can think about.
Yeah, he's single now, but he's looking. No, it's
he reversed it too much.
Stop. Reverse.
Too much.
Blueprint, reverse. It's fascinating though. I mean, it's kind of fun because it's like, well, if this works, cool. He is like kind of taking one for the team because I think no other human is like willing to put themselves through all this.
Right.
So like there might be some things we can learn from it. But also it's like, well, I wouldn't want to do it with my life.
I think it's cool. He elicits a ton of hate. If you follow him on social media, people are like, I bet you're fun at parties. Blah. And it's like, dude, you see what he's trying to do, right?
Yeah.
Just let him do it. It's interesting. Of course, 99.999% of humans aren't gonna, it looks miserable, but
So yeah, if you're unfamiliar with this, kind of his daily routine, from what I can remember, he wakes up at 4:30 every morning. He immediately goes into the bathroom and turns on this light. Like what? You go to the
Red
wide
light?
view, Derek. I mean, it's just like I guess you can't see them. That's the whole point. They're not in the shot. Basically, these big, bright, white lights, they're supposed to simulate sunlight. So then he does his like morning routine in front of the sunlight. And his morning routine is like, I think he takes like 53 pills in the morning. He goes out, he puts some things in his ears for HRV. I thought only girls could get that. I don't know what that is. Then he puts this like hat on that's got 200 laser diodes for hair growth. Then he he listens to this thing for to try and make his ears stronger and younger. He goes and works out. He eats a couple pounds of vegetables. He takes more pills. At 11 a.m., he says he eats his last meal of the day, which is like more vegetables. And then he takes more pills. I think all said and done, he has like 150 pills in a day.
it's so interesting.
Every single day. He's a machine.
Because you never know if he somehow has a heart attack or if he keels over, it's going to be the worst thing that's ever happened to humankind. I mean, would you try to be healthy at all? You're like, all right, that guy died.
All right, so it is all genetic then. All right, none of this matters.
I know a guy, Derek right here. He eats chicken nuggets. He's alive.
He's just fine.
He's having the time of his
I was
life.
sick for 2 months, but
yeah. But,
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see like how well it works. Like, because so far it like at least appears to be working. He has like no body fat. All the doctors supposedly, say he's really healthy.
he does kind of look hideous though, which is
He's got an
a
interesting
very
look.
It would be really compelling if you kind of all of a sudden were like, dude, he looks like he's 35. He looks really good.
Yeah.
But he's doing so much crazy stuff. You can tell you're like, he looks like he's made in the lab in a bad way. He's pale.
He could do himself some
gaunt.
favors by not putting his hair in a very small ponytail in the back.
That's part of the. Well, I saw he actually addressed. He got his body fat too low, where you get too skinny in your face and you look unwell. Like you need a little bit of body fat to kind of look
Yeah, normal.
normal.
Yeah, he's taking some crazy stuff. He's on some pill right now that's like, it's for people who have just got an organ transplant. And he's like, I'm taking this. We'll see how it works. The idea is that, and you're like, dude, you're experimenting.
What if, one day
so
he just
much.
comes out, he's like, I gotta be honest, nothing's worked better for all my like metrics than just Adderall. I take it all day.
I'm not that hungry, so I lose weight. And yeah, I think he got a lot of hate. I was just getting into this when I stopped watching
He's just on
documentary.
Ozempic. He's like, I gotta be honest.
Yeah, it's Adderall and Ozempic, Diet
works.
Coke. He, his son, and his dad, so 3 generations, are all doing like blood transfusions. I think that's where the criticism really comes from, because he referred to his son as his blood boy. And I think people didn't like that.
Yeah, so it's like any cult ever starts to get a little weird. He's like, well, we're finding the data showing having 6 wives is
If you take a little bit of your
6, not 7. 5 was compelling, but 6 is really the mark.
6 is kind of the sweet spot for wives, and then I'd say 2 ounces of your son's blood every morning. That's kind of the sweet spot.
And we're following the data.
That's
That's
what it
all
says.
we can do.
Yep.
That's probably going to happen.
Yep.
Ozempic, what do you think about Ozempic? I'm starting to fear, or not fear, it's just strange. I think Ozempic's really the future. It felt like a weird, crazy Hollywood-y thing.
Is it good though?
I haven't done it. And I'll tell you what, I've starting to know of people that have, or friends of friends or something. And it does, you're kind of like, it's cheating.
Yeah. So how does it work? You're a doctor. Explain it to me.
I think it's simply an appetite suppressant.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh,
But correct me if I'm wrong, Ozempic, and there's a couple of them. Mahjong is one maybe? Or is that the game?
my wife's into something like that, so I hope it's
Majorno. There's another one called something like that. And I think it was a medicine for, it's like diabetes or some other medicine. And they discovered like, well, a side effect is you don't want to eat. And they're like, well, hey,
Bingo.
I'm obese. And it's working. And you're just starting to see a lot of heavyset celebrities or anyone you see that's, now I feel bad for people doing it the right way. You're like, hey man, I lost 100 pounds. They're like,
That sucks. How long did it take though?
How much Ozempic did you pump? You're like, no, I did it. I really did it. People are like, yeah, right.
Oh,
now
man.
you got that issue. If someone who's like just happens to be really young and beautiful, they're like, how much Botox? Like, no, I just took care of my skin in the same way. These fat guys getting right, no one's gonna buy. Now would think they're cheating.
Even Alex Jones is getting hate on Ozempic. He lost a lot of weight. So
right?
Alex Jones. Ozempic.
Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's on Ozempic. He's eating Ozempic.
How many patrons do we have right now?
We have, let's check the new
Or
year.
what's like our next milestone? I'd like to have an Ozempic pledge.
We're about 600.
Okay. 700 patrons. I get going on some Ozempic.
We'll try it.
And just see what happens.
See what happens.
I don't know. See how long I can
700.
go without eating.
All right, come on. It's the new year.
Come
Put it
on.
in your budget. Don't you want to see it?
700
Yeah,
patrons.
I don't know.
Ozempic challenge.
I think it's as simple as that, but I'm trying to do it the right way. I'm trying to. My holidays were like anyone's, just disgusting. You just at some point in the holidays, you wake up and you're like, the last thing I want to do is eat
Yeah.
or have a holiday cocktail
Yeah.
or have a brownie, and then it's all there, and you go, well,
It's right here.
I mean, I can't even find a salad. I guess I'll do it.
Oh yeah. When I'm with the in-laws, Rachel's mom had just got just snacks, just candy, just on the counter at all times. I have to grab M&Ms every time I walk by. And I
Have
do.
to.
For 5 days. Oh. It's the only time of year I eat M&Ms. I have to.
What'd you get for Christmas?
Oh, I should have worn it today. Got a Carhartt jacket. I'm a real
Whoa.
man's man now. Yeah.
From Rachel or?
From my mom, from my parents.
Okay, interesting. Now, are they like, we know this is kind of trendy and in, or they're simply like, he's cool, we just need a nice jacket?
I think I slipped it to Rachel at some point that I would like, I think I like a nice little Carhartt. And she relayed it to my parents. So
Done.
good wife. But yeah, yesterday, I found myself, we have like a foot of snow. And so one thing I do have, Carhartt jacket. One thing I don't have, snow shovel. Back to what I do have, dustpan. So me and the Carhartt and a dustpan shoveled my car out. Took about an hour, but I got it and I felt
Just
good.
on your
in my-
hands and knees.
I never got to the knees, but I bent down a lot.
Good for you.
I was never putting weight on my knees. It's a lot of squats. But yeah, the Carhartt's coming in clutch with this snowstorm. We're under a blizzard warning. No problem. I've got a Carhartt. That's how I feel about it.
Did you have a nice, really warm jacket before the Carhartt?
Yeah, I had different like winter coats, but nothing like rugged.
Yeah.
Rugged.
Something you learn that if you just, some of these jackets, you got to spend like $600, but you're paying for unbelievable. You go outside at 0 degrees, no problem.
I do wonder what's in those,
They really
the
work.
Canadian Goose ones.
I've never done that.
What's
those are
in-
like
what-
$1,000.
Yeah, what's
But
in
I've
those?
gotten the
A heater?
like a $400 big, goes down to your knees, just
Oh, I've
thick,
seen that.
and they work. But then I wear it and people go, what a nice lady's jacket. Like I'm not allowed to keep my thighs warm. So it's ridiculous.
I know which one you're talking about. Is it the green Nike one?
Well, I have two. The green Nike one, maybe this will change your opinion, okay? I found that at a Nike outlet for $140. It retailed for $400.
I remember
It
that.
was green, it was really warm, and we live in a cold place.
Yep. And the other one is more of a winter dress, you would say?
The other one's a little more sleek.
It's got a slit in it.
Why is there a slit?
Yeah,
That's
it's
great.
kind of V-neck.
I got Katie. I got her for Christmas a massage chair.
Ooh, a chair? Let's bust it out. Where is
It arrives next week, and I'll tell you the whole story. We were in Madison, Wisconsin doing shows. Great time. Sold out weekend. Thank you, Wisconsinites. And in that green room, I don't know if you remember, very
Oh,
nice.
of course.
They have a massage chair.
Yeah, they do.
So you get in there, and you're like, wow, this is nice. And
Yeah.
it kind of renders you can't even speak.
It's
you know,
paralytic,
just,
yeah.
And I'm thinking, man, and Katie, especially in her motherhood and all this, constantly
Lazy.
wants to lay there. Fever. I have a fever again.
Yep.
And constantly, oh, my feet hurt, my back, could you rub this? And, guys listening, I'm like any guy. If I try to massage her within 30 seconds, I want to kill myself. It's why do we hate it so much? She'll give me a massage for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
She just loves me that much, I guess. And I'm like, I gotta be honest. It's insane how much I want to stop doing this right now.
This is so relatable because I feel like I'm just waiting for her to tell me when I'm done.
Yeah.
And she always does. She's like, all right, that's good. I would never tell Rachel, all right, that's good.
No.
Go for the rest of time if you want. This feels amazing.
We've even to the point, I'll start within 20 seconds. She's like, I can tell you're just not. just stop because you're not. And I'll even, this is kind of cruel, but she's like, I got a knot. And so you like press into it as hard as you can. Like, I got to get it out. I just wanted to be like, okay, we should stop doing this.
She's like, no, that's good. I need it. I need it. That's good.
Do it a little bit.
Keep going.
See, it helped. And so the chair, I thought, massage. Also, it's nice to give. I think any spouse would appreciate you give them the gift that you also want.
Yeah.
They love that.
Yeah. On our wedding day, I got Rachel a Kindle for me. Mm-hmm. It was like a proclamation, like I'm going to start reading.
And so I'm like, get a massage chair. So I do it. I'm really excited to show it to her. And she's kind of like, she doesn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Wow. And I thought it was brilliant because I'll get to use it. She'll really appreciate it. It'll actually help her unwind. You kind of outsource the foreplay a little bit. Is the thought you go,
yeah, any kind of play.
Any kind. You're like, I think that's a sign of a good marriage. You start to hire out.
Was this an American-made chair? Do you know? Where'd you hire this out? China?
Massagechairs.com. I'll give them a shout out because they've been great. I ordered it. I kind of was like, it's been a week. What's happening? So I finally was like, where is it? Lady calls me. Oh my gosh, we've been trying to reach you. I'm so sorry. I have good news and bad news. Bad news, the chair you ordered is not in stock. And there's a huge mistake from our warehouse, inventory people, and it shouldn't have been available on the website. We're so sorry. So we do not have that chair. But the good news is I talked to them, and what we'd be willing to do is send you the upgraded version of the chair at no cost to you. We'll get it out immediately. And I looked, it's like double the price. I was like, what is the difference? And then I looked at it, the price, like, I guess it's got to be way better. So I was like, okay, great.
So what you're saying, Derek and I, as soon as we can, order the exact chair you tried to, and we can also get upgraded while they're still out of stock.
Let's sell it online. So shout out massagechairs.com. Great customer service. They followed up, and it's scheduled to be here next week.
Let me ask you this. Does the massage chair, does it envelop the legs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh,
that's
everything. It gets you 180, legs, feet, calves. I had to get all because Katie, she'll be my calves, my feet, my calves, my feet, my calves, my feet, my back, all of it. So does it all. And the only little hurdle was it's just this beast of a piece of furniture, right? And I'm thinking through practically like it'll go in our bedroom. And so it's funny, her desire to be cute and good decor was very close, but her desire to be massaged was greater.
All right.
So I'm like,
it is going to the
okay,
bedroom.
we can put it down in the basement, but how, at the end of the day, you're going to walk down to the basement.
How often will you do it?
You'll be there by yourself. But we're in our bed, you pop over, we can still chat. She's like, okay. So it's going to the bedroom.
Wow.
Yeah.
You won. It's good
And
Christmas.
at the end of it all, I get what I want exactly. Merry Christmas.
Yep. You've outsourced it.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Happy New Year! January is here, and you got a 365 blank pages waiting to be filled. Let me ask you something, Jake.
Wow.
Are you an author?
Arthur?
Because I am.
Okay.
Are you an aardvark named Arthur, by the way?
I'm a bit of an author, and I would say I'm a
Nope,
bit
you're
artistic.
Too pale to be.
Oh.
What'd you?
I said artistic. What'd you say?
Either way, we all have our things, right?
Yep.
And therapy is something that could benefit anybody. Life isn't about resolutions that fade by February. It's about picking up the pen and becoming the author of your own life. Think of therapy as your editorial partner, helping you write your story.
Really?
I've done therapy. It helped me. I think it'll help you. So if you're considering it, consider BetterHelp. BetterHelp is fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient, serving over 5 million people worldwide.
Quite a few pages to fill. You out there, access a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. Easily switch therapists anytime at no additional cost. Write your own story with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/correct today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/correct.
correct.
You're good. What
I'm
did you
excited
get for
it.
Christmas?
It'll be really great for her. I got. Oh yeah, it was just fun the whole time. I was like, oh my gosh, you're gonna be so embarrassed when you see what I got you, and versus what you got me. And I just kept playing that up. I was like, this is seriously all you got me. I got you a massage chair. She got me. Oh, she got me slippers, like some nice slippers.
Okay.
It's actually a great gift because I've been rocking these UGG slippers for a decade.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, it was a nice upgrade. So those are nice and plush. And then she got me a couple other things that I think she found at the outlet store that week.
Yeah.
I just thought of you, threw it in there. I think I was playing up like, I got you something nice. So she wanted to.
That's nice of her.
It was great. Thomas's first kind of real Christmas as a human being that knows things. And
Yeah.
that was another great point. Katie would be like, I was like, she's constantly prepping for Christmas. Like, just relax. She's like, oh, and so Thomas is not going to have some of the stockings. His cousins are going to come down. His cousins are 1 and 1.5. They're going to have stuff in the stocking. And what's he going to think? Like, I don't think he has thoughts. Like we're going to be like, Thomas, you don't get anything for Christmas. And they do. And he'll be like, woo. He doesn't care, but
Get him
of
a
course.
box that your gift came in.
Yeah.
He'll be psyched.
Well, yeah, if you ask him what do you get in the stocking, he goes, snacks.
Yeah.
Because he got so many toys, but he got his favorite little fruit snacks, like 5 packs of them in his stocking. He's good to go.
Derek, any notable Christmas gifts to you or to Becca?
I got an air fryer.
Oh, look out. What have we made in it so far?
Oh, everything. Yeah, lots. We tested the different Walmart fries. Which one's the best?
Look at you.
In the air fryer.
In the air fryer, yeah, because they don't taste good in the oven, but the air fryer. My 1-year-old got this little roller coaster thing that you sit on, and it goes down and up a hill and then down. He's been playing with that nonstop. So
That's
that was
awesome.
cool.
So you're a believer in the air fryer.
Yeah, I'm all in. I know you're skeptical of it.
Oh, I know it works. You have one?
Yeah. Rachel uses it a decent amount for like vegetables sometimes and salmon.
I mean, I guess that's why it's just. How's it different than an oven?
Quicker.
Is it? How long does it take?
I'm trying to think. I
Because
mean,
I feel like I've used one. I'm like, I don't.
yeah, it still takes some time. I think she made some cheese curds in there for herself the other day, and I think the air fryer was on for 10 minutes, so it's not like it's a microwave.
Right. I get. There's a part of me that thinks we've all been duped. And they're like air fryer.
It's
and
the
It's
Dayquil
just
of
an oven on
appliances.
your counter now.
Yeah.
It's a monstrous one too. That like, luckily it folds up vertically.
Okay,
but
that's why I say I've heard these hunk of a
Yeah.
piece of equipment that's on your counter. It's ghastly looking. How do you know how it's different than an oven? Can you tell me?
I think it's faster, and it's not as fast. Like I put toaster strudels in it, which I could have done it in the toaster oven, but
You're
I
using it
swear
for everything.
it was better.
I dried some of my underwear and socks in it the other day. I know I could have used the laundry machine. I didn't want to.
Ooh, some crispy sauce. So, do you have a toaster oven, air fryer oven,
No toaster oven. We just have toaster.
Toaster. Okay.
or oven? I see what you're saying. I mean that's what I'm feeling more and more confident with, even by this conversation of air fryer's just an oven. They put a little oven on your counter. You already have an oven.
Yeah. We are kind of racking up the appliances. I think Rachel's got like 4 or 5 different ways to make coffee. That's a white person.
Instant Pot is where I finally drew the line with my appliances. I feel like an Instant Pot. It cooks it really fast in this thing, and you got. No, it doesn't. To pressurize it, it takes 30 minutes for the thing to pressurize, and then it cooks your thing in 2 minutes. Cool. But it still
Yeah.
took too long, and it's this huge thing. Where do you put it? You get it out, cleaning it's a nightmare.
I
So I
can't
was like,
use.
you know what? I just use an oven and a stove.
I can't use an Instant Pot without thinking about the Boston Marathon. So I just
Jeez.
That's respectful.
I'd rather not.
No.
Nope.
Instant Pot, Crock-Pot, This Is Us,
Yeah.
Catastrophe.
I can fly on airplanes just
a
fine.
Crock-Pot.
Something about the Instant Pot though.
My mom. Do you have a Crock-Pot? Do you have a Crock-Pot, Derek?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Becca's
you
all.
guys got a lot of appliances, man.
We love plugging in stuff on our counter.
Yeah. Do you guys use the Crock-Pot?
We do, yeah. Maybe some queso. Maybe
See, again, this is my thing with the Crock-Pot. Why do I need a Crock-Pot when I have a stove and a pot?
Derek, tell him.
My wife's from Iowa, so I feel like half our meals are Crock-Pot meals.
Oh, I believe that. But
I
I,
was saying-
again, when it came time to do a Crock-Pot and like get out the Crock-Pot, I was like, but I have I have a pot and a stove. Why would I need to just take the pot? They're like, but it's a pot and a stove built into one, and you take it out and you plug it in.
I'm not the one to be answering this question. I should call my mom or something. But pre-tick bite, when I was throwing down the red meat, having like a nice just pot of meat and potatoes all day, that was a great meal. You can't just leave meat and potatoes on your stovetop for 10 hours.
Why not?
Danger. The danger. Right?
But you could also put the pot, you have an oven-safe pot, you could put it in your oven on low all day.
I don't see why not.
You know what I mean? I mean, am I blowing people's minds right now? I don't know what problem the Crock-Pot serves.
I'm not the right person to be defending the pots. I don't know enough.
I just don't get it. Anyway, but my mom loves the Crock-Pots too. And on Thanksgiving, I was, it's a whole feast, right? It's only so much oven space. She was very stressed. I was like, Mom, I got it. Stop me if I've told this story. I forget and so I cooked a couple items in the morning. We're eating later in the day.
Okay.
She's like, how are you going to warm these up? I was like, I think I'll just refresh them in the oven. She's like, should I get the Crock-Pot? Like, no, we don't need the Crock-Pot. She's like, so you're going to have the carrots that you made and the mashed potatoes that you made in a pot on the stove. How are you going to warm those up? I have 2 Crock-Pots. Let me plug it in. I'm like, no, the potatoes on the stove. I'll just turn the stove back on for 5 minutes. She loves them, man. But yeah, I think I just don't. There you have it, folks. I'm sorry if you got your loved one a Crock-Pot, but you threw money. Why don't you take $100? What's a Crock-Pot cost? I don't know. Take $100 bill, put it in your Crock-Pot, and simmer it all overnight.
I feel like Crock-Pots,
because that's what you did that money.
Crock-Pots are the Black Friday deal that people would fight over. That was, yeah.
Is out of control?
Now, I'm trying to do some research here. Now, what's a slow cooker?
Slow cooker?
People are really going back and forth on slow cooker versus Crock-Pot.
I think a Crock-Pot, like a Kleenex, is a tissue. There's different brands.
Crock-Pot is the name brand.
Crock-Pot is a slow cooker.
Yeah, that's not even what I Googled anyway. So,
yeah, they've really cornered the.
Good for them. Kind of Band-Aid, Crock-Pot, Kleenex.
Katie's on her way. I know people. I wasn't lying.
I desperately.
Stuff. She'd be here 20 minutes ago. It's fine. She's doing her best.
This conversation needs a woman involved, so this is good. All right, ChatGPT is trying to help us out here. All right, so Crock-Pot versus a pot on the stove. That's kind of the debate. Why do you need Crock-Pot?
So what does a Crock-Pot do? A Crock-Pot, you plug it in. It's a bowl that warms up stuff either on low or high, and the high is not very. And so a pot is a big bowl that you can put on your stove and set the heat. And people go, well, Trey. Sometimes you need to simmer a nice big piece of meat for hours on end.
Yeah.
I've done that on the stove. You say, well, what's nice, you can leave your house and feel more peace of mind. Turn your oven on. Put that pot, the oven-safe pot full of the thing in your oven and let it simmer in there. That feels safe, right?
Yeah,
how's a Crock-Pot safer than your electric oven being on?
What temperature is a Crock-Pot on like low setting? And can your oven get that low? That's one difference I could think of. I don't know. Just spitballing here.
All right, where are you going with that?
Well, I don't know. You've got an answer for everything. I think.
They said most slow cookers, the low is somewhere between 164 and 182 Fahrenheit.
Ooh.
High can get up to about 205. I mean, this is a useless thing. That's all you got? 160 to 205? It's pathetic. Set your oven to whatever you want, 160.
Yeah, most ovens can go like 170, 150.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Get rid of them, folks. We're taking them down.
Just sidebar, stovetop. I don't really like the 1 through 10. Why not give me an actual temperature it's going to be? Wouldn't that be so much more helpful?
Oh, do you have a gas or what? You have electric.
Electric.
See, electric seems safer. I got gas,
That seems
which also is just low to high, and you kind of don't know what's.
Yeah, low to high.
No, I would never leave it on a gas and leave the house or something, but I leave it on and simmer it for hours, be around. But at the same time, Crock-Pot, it's a cultural icon. So it's kind of like telling like the Native Americans, like, hey, take off the headdress.
Yeah.
What purpose does it serve? They're like, it's our culture, dude. So I feel a little bit like We got to keep the crock pots because it's
You need like an ugly brown crock pot.
that's
Kind of
40
that beige.
years old.
Yeah. Got some crud. in
Whatever
it.
they've done, they've made them really well because they live longer than human beings.
Yeah. Yeah, we should do like a time capsule in a crock pot. It'll all survive.
Well, there you have it.
That was a good debate,
Making me
guys.
hungry though. I did a little. I did this on my story. I thought it was funny. Did any of your gatherings over the holidays? Any of the listeners, just answer yes, Recties. Did any of your gatherings over the holidays have a block of cream cheese with jelly on it?
What kind of... No.
You've never heard of this?
Yeah, Google
Oh
this
my
too.
gosh,
A
Derek.
block of cream cheese.
Oh, it's a Midwestern
With jelly.
Southern classic.
What kind of jelly? Grape?
Sure. Maybe people go create me a little peach. Some people say, hey, maybe spicy
Jalapeno jelly.
jelly.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen this.
Block of cheese poured over it, dip. It is good, but it's a sad sight to see. There it is.
That is rough looking.
It's like a 6 out of 10. I see it, I'll get a few bites, and I go, don't love that. And then, did you go to any gatherings where they had meatballs in a crock pot? People will do meatballs, grape jelly in a crock pot.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Didn't have that.
What are your staples, man? 'Cause you do the Velveeta.
Yeah, you got some
One of our
Rotel.
Chex Mix.
Chex Mix. Just plain Chex
Some people
Mix.
my mom always make a little homemade Chex Mix. You just kind of like cook up some butter and some Worcestershire sauce, pour it over a bunch of pretzels and wheat Chex.
Wow.
It's good.
No, I mean, no. I'll tell you what I did have on Christmas Eve with Rachel's extended family is pretty much nothing. This was a situation where I don't like to be extra about my dietary restrictions. I don't like to give people a heads up. If it happens, whatever. And get over there for like a day long of just like, we're going to hang out, we're going to play games. And as I look across the spread, it is nothing but red meat. It's like lasagna is the main thing. We also have these hamburgers over here, kind of these sliders. We got this, whatever.
Garlic bread with beef on it.
So basically, I would just rotate. I would go from chips, bread, dessert. And about an hour passed by, and I'm like, let's go get some more chips. Let's go some more bread. And let's wander over to that dessert again. So I just did that over and over
You're
and over.
like a prisoner who had good behavior.
Yeah, I was like,
dessert.
I don't get great food, but yeah, it was a hungry little day for me. That was fine.
Hey, we can all use a day like that.
Yep. I just
Low key.
ate like a mouse, just
Bread.
whatever they'll give me.
Just some Wonder Bread, or was it like a garlic bread?
It was like some rolls, maybe.
Rolls.
Some like buttered rolls.
Hawaiian rolls.
So,
White people love Hawaiian rolls.
yeah.
Hawaiian
I
rolls
do.
will cover up a lot of sins in whatever you're cooking.
Whatever's on the inside, yeah.
It doesn't even matter what's inside a Hawaiian roll.
Yeah.
All you taste is that cake, and it's so good. Oh, have you all ever heard of these Hawaiian roll sliders where it's like meat and cheese with like a little like buttery glaze on top, and you bake it?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's a staple.
Yeah.
And I see my mom's got those fired up every year. I get after those.
Yeah. Rachel makes a good amount of different things, like in Hawaiian rolls, different types of sliders. Very good. Very tasty.
Speaking of Hawaii, it's a new year, so enough of the food talk. I'm getting healthy. I'm doing it right. I did my morning workout. I'm training for High Rocks this year. You ever seen this?
Is this that EDM festival?
No.
Ah.
I trained for that in college. High Rocks. I'm very excited because I feel like you know me. I like some good exercise, and I've done a Ironman marathon, that type of stuff.
You enjoy being challenged.
Yeah, but the running, I've tried to be a runner, and it just for an hour, I can't do it. And I've really enjoyed working out with kind of like not full blown CrossFit because oh my god,
Too much.
But High Rocks is fun. It's like this race where it's 8 stations, and between each you run a kilometer because it's started in Europe. So you like run a kilometer, do like weighted lunges for like 100 meters.
Wow.
Run a kilometer, you do like burpees for 100 meters. Run a kilometer, and then you do you like push a sled for like 100 meters. So it's like 8. It takes you could do it in an hour and a half or something. But I was like, oh, that actually looks fun. It's kind of something new every 5 minutes, fun challenge. So that's my new thing. That's what I'm doing in 2025.
When is it? When are you high rocking?
Well, that's what's tough. It's a Europe thing. So they do a ton there, and it's getting popular very quick. So they only do a handful in America. So Dallas, they typically, the last few years, they've done one in Dallas like the back of the year.
Okay.
It's not announced yet. So I'm assuming there'll be one in Dallas. That's going to be the only one feasible for me that I'll do in like, November.
Wow. High rocks.
So a lot of
That's fun. That's
really
exciting.
planning ahead. But I got my workout in, and I'm eating healthy, and we're going to Hawaii in a couple weeks.
Yep.
We'll eat a bunch of fruit. Katie has
Katie's
made it.
here.
You're late. So come on in, tell us all about it.
Whoa.
You look beautiful today. Love those pants. Those are cool.
Yeah, fun little trousers.
Where'd you get those?
Spanx.
Spanx.
I spilled coffee while I was walking down here, so
Oh, that delayed you further?
you know.
Hi, Eva. Hi. Hi. Katie, we've covered a multitude of things that we need your thoughts on.
Okay.
I got you a massage chair on the way. And I think you'll enjoy that. How excited were you to get that gift?
Hold on here. I mean, I'm pretty excited now, but it was creative. I didn't really see that coming.
Have you used a massage chair like at the mall or
Have
something
you
before?
ever sat in one? I haven't even asked you that.
I have not. No.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Well, I guess
hopefully.
besides like the pedicure chairs, but those are different.
Oh, this is gonna blow your mind. And I know her, and I know she's gonna be blown away by this. And I think it's gonna be.
All you need is to find one, because I assume it's gonna have a bunch of different settings, different ways it can hit your back. You just got to find that one that feels great, and you just run it back.
We were both talking about we absolutely hate massaging our wives, and so Rachel's gonna come over every night.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's good.
What were we just talking about? I was saying a Crock-Pot and an air fryer. We don't have either. I said, what's the point of both? Air fryer, just a little oven. Crock-Pot, just another form of a pot on your stove. And I've debunked everything they've thought.
I mean, air fryer is faster than your oven, right?
It's got to be faster.
That's kind of the answer. I think if you ask anyone on the planet, is an air fryer faster than the oven? I think they'd go a little bit. I think so. That doesn't feel like a big.
Surely it is.
See, or they'd say that.
Well, I don't have
Probably
one.
right.
I don't have one,
And
so I don't know.
that's not a selling point.
Google it.
He was gonna Google it, and then
You air
a
fried
Crock-Pot.
chicken. You air fried chicken thighs. How long did that take?
It was like 20 minutes. It wasn't.
Oh, I thought it was like 8 minutes.
Air fryers cook 20 to 30% faster than ovens on average.
20% on average. That's exactly what we're saying, basically.
Yeah, it's a little
20%
faster.
on average is going a little faster, I think, probably.
Frozen French fries take about 15 minutes in air fryer, and maybe 25 in the oven.
But there's a multitude of ovens. We have a nice oven, not to brag, and it cooks quick. So I really don't think an air fryer, and then a Crock-Pot. Why would you ever need that? You got a pot on your stove. What would you say?
I've never used one, so I don't know.
Pleading the fifth.
Yeah.
Pleading the fifth.
I wish I could have done that. I was trying to defend all Crock-Pots out there with very limited
Are
experience.
you? I was gonna say you don't use one often, do you?
Not that often. We have one that Rachel's made some stuff in, and I grew
Yeah.
up with like making like just like meat and potatoes in it.
I was gonna say the classic crock pot is a nice pot roast, right?
Yeah.
That's. I mean,
Were you really sick on the first? Now that we're like, it's time's passed and we're on the pod, it's funny. Were you?
what? Yes, you saw me.
We all voted and thought you fabricated the fever.
Oh yeah, I fake sick a lot. Yeah.
She's staring at me so much, it's getting weird.
Yeah, Eva's not. Stop.
Hi.
You know what she's doing? She's trying to figure out how long from now she'll have more hair than you.
Like
She's
a
like,
week.
I'm kind of catching them. On hair growth.
Yes.
I think last time I saw her, she did not have like any hair.
It's growing really fast. Yeah. You have anything to say, Eva?
Oh, she breathes like her mom. I swear you lay in bed and keep huffing on me, man. How are you? How's it going up there?
Is this Patreon or regular?
This is regular.
It's Patreon. You say whatever you want.
Oh yeah, it's Patreon.
Okay, well, let me tell you all the
on
secrets
Patreon, I
then.
guess she's got a lot to say on Patreon. Go sign up. We say we're almost at 600. At 700, he's going to try Ozempic at least once.
Yes, that's my challenge this
How
year.
do you try it
And we'll
once?
pay for
you
it.
just take the pill once?
And
It was
just
a shot,
for a
right?
day, I eat one less meal. We'll see what it
lovely.
does.
Wow, okay.
Patreon.com/Trey Kennedy.
Okay, I saw this health trend Let me get closer to the mic here. I saw this health trend recently, and I don't know if you guys have seen it. I did no research, so I'm just curious what your initial thoughts are. People put coffee into their
butts.
Oh!
Yeah.
You know, we talked about this. I think
800
you were busy being a
patrons.
mom.
I'll do it.
I was busy. Dang it. Okay.
800, it'll do it. But no, to your point, we saw this random video. I've seen several more people promoting it.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we doing?
What
Who
are we
wants to
doing?
be healthy that bad? I mean, those are just freaks who are trying to be like, will you guys accept that I like to put things up there? Because why else would you? If it was Ozempic, they're like, well, you got to do it up. No one would do it.
I think a boomer quality that I am taking on is blaming everything on like that's just a mental health issue. That's what I'm starting to do.
Oh boy.
With like a few of the
I get
documentaries
that.
I've seen recently and certain things, I find myself just going back to that. And once again, I think if you're putting coffee up your butt, something's off.
Like I've seen all these things that are
I love the idea of someone putting coffee up their butt and they're like, whoa, I'm wide awake now. Like, yeah.
Is that what
Put
they're claiming?
I mean, they're saying they got all these reasons like, well, coffee's good for you, but it's bad for like how you digest it. But you get different benefits by doing it like this. I don't know, bro. I want to be healthy, but I don't need to be a Pez machine.
You've seen me try and put nose spray in my nose. I don't think I could do that.
Yeah, I don't love eye drops, so I'm gonna have a little trouble with the enema.
I'm not sure.
Are you tough with eye drops?
I've never had contacts, so I'm just not great. I don't like watching Rachel put her contacts in. Kind of like, I'd rather not. You just do that on your own time.
It's unbelievable. Katie pushed out a baby in like 10 minutes with a smile on her face. It's like really amazing. But then it came time we were sick. I was like, they recommend the nose spray. And she's like, do I have to? What?
Do without it.
Okay, that was my reaction when I used
like, come
Afrin,
on.
which
first time using Afrin.
Afrin
dangerous.
is crazy.
I was like, you're going to love this. But
I don't love that, no.
Oh, it's like, is it supposed to sting? Oh, I was like, come on. You've done way
I don't
harder
like
things.
putting things in, like, I don't like eye drops. I don't like nose spray. I don't like putting
It's
things
funny.
into my
We did a
face.
sinus rinse, like the neti pot.
Oh,
You've never done that?
No.
Derek, have you done that?
We did do a sinus rinse on our 3-year-old.
Let stuff shoot out?
Yeah, it was a long.
900
string,
patrons,
but-
I'll do it.
Yeah. Is this the same thing, or is this?
Well, it's
Yeah.
you shoot it up one nose, out the
Yeah.
other. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are having some issues. She got it. I mean, it's insane. You do it, you become a believer because so much stuff comes out of your head when you like need it.
Wow.
And you just feel instantly relieved. And you're like, that's got to be good that's out of my head. But it's an insane experience.
I did. I saw this.
She did that. It was pretty sad watching her try that.
Yeah, I don't like that. I know it's good for me, but I don't like it. I did see this thing that said there are studies that it can reduce your sickness by like 2 days and reduces the spread to your other family members by like 20%. So
Like probably a little
there's
bit.
Kind of an
some
air
stats.
fryer versus oven thing.
Yes,
Like,
yeah. So there's some stats for you.
We did.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We had to hold our 3-year-old down to do it. Felt kind of wrong. Did you have to hold Katie down to?
I did.
It would
As
be
she was
better,
doing it, I reached
honestly.
over and squeezed the bottle harder. So
He
she was
did
like barely
actually.
doing it. I
I
was like,
was
you
like,
gotta.
no.
I saw a video of a mom who would grab her son and she showed the video on TikTok and so much stuff come out of his head. And I was close to maybe wrangling Thomas and trying it, but he got better.
Yeah.
We see
might
so much
try it.
stuff comes out. It's like in one nostril, out the other. So it's
And
just
you-
a ton of snot.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I saw multiple big globs of yellow stuff run
Kind of
down
awesome.
the sink. Oh, it feels amazing. It's
That's-
really not that unpleasant. I don't know. I guess maybe I've done it enough.
Yeah.
The key is, so you choose distilled water because they're like, what's in our water that I can't shoot it up my nose? They're like, well, if you're going to shoot up your nose, get distilled.
Yeah.
Because what we're selling you's got some stuff in it. Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Make it much more pleasant. Pro tip, warm that, you put it in the bottle, warm that up for 6-7 seconds. Just so you're not shooting 70-degree water up your nose.
It's the same thing with my bidet. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That 20 degrees makes a lot of difference.
Yeah, the cold is shocking.
Yeah.
It is.
Still riding the bidet hard, huh?
Still like it. Still riding it hard is a great way of putting it. It's kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah. I really should. I don't know why I don't have one. Because whenever year I go to Vegas, Vegas loves bidets.
Do they?
And I mean, it's a nice experience. It's way better. I need to install one. Would you like that?
Rachel
It's
doesn't
just
like it either.
not very
Like-
practical for me to get in the shower every time. I'm joking.
Our room is becoming a room for like a 70-year-old. We're going to have a massage chair and a bidet.
We got humidifiers pumping, 2 of them.
Yeah, I don't think
Well, I got the bed that goes. I mean, what are we doing in there?
it's feeling really similar to my grandma's room.
No one's touching anyone in there. It's just for old people.
Hilarious.
You got your slippers,
Oh.
right? Said you got new slippers.
She's weirding me out at this point. She's
I think she can hear you, but she can't really see that far away.
Oh, is
so
that
she's
it?
probably like trying to figure
how
out.
far can 3 months? That's how far do you think a 3-month-old can see?
They could see 100 yards.
And actually, I think it's worse. If you will. Brian Johnson's trying to get to a 3-month-old vision. They said several feet away, maybe even across a room.
Almost had it.
So maybe she can't see you.
I think the red's walls might be blowing her mind a little.
Yeah, there's a lot of lights. There's a lot of things to look at in here.
Back on the oven thing, we need to consider preheating time,
Oh, agreed. I can't stand the.
How long does it take the air fryer?
like a minute or two.
That's a good point. Yeah, because when I want to roast something at 425, I got to give it a good 10,
Yeah.
15 minutes.
I don't believe in preheating for 90% of the stuff, though. I put it in while
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do.
Really?
I think preheating is fake news.
I'm going to guess Katie and I are similar in this way. Rule follower, you always let it fully preheat.
Yeah, unless I have like a crying toddler. That's when
I've
I'm
never been in
kinda
that
just like,
situation.
this can heat up faster somehow.
Please. Okay, we've really caught up. What do you got to tell us? What went on in your mind over the last few weeks? Being a mom.
Just being a mom. I did reach, I know you said we're going to Hawaii and stuff. For some, I reached a point today where I was like, I need to be there right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just weather related, or I have this a little bit. I have to remind myself for some reason I think, we'll get in Hawaii. But it's like, no, we still have the 2 kids.
The kids will just be perfectly behaved probably once you get
Yeah,
there.
yeah. We'll just be in a condo that's a third of the size of our home, and it'll be like way easier because we're in Hawaii. That's how I feel.
It will be in the sense that we can go back outside, which Thomas loves to be outside. And right now,
Right, and I don't think that'll backfire at all. That at all hours of the day, he'll just say pool, pool, beach, beach, water, water. I think that'll be good.
I can't wait for you to go with him all those times.
I will a lot, I bet.
Have you guys left the house since the snow's been here?
I shoveled the driveway. Were you impressed? You know what's embarrassing? I was out there shoveling because our driveway's kind of long.
Yeah.
And I was like, I bet people are so impressed by this. But I realized everyone in the city did it. But I did it, and it was kind of fun. And Thomas, we bundled up, and he helped.
He
just walked
loved
around. It was
the
cute.
snow.
He didn't want to come back in. He loved it.
Snow's cool.
Yeah. I was kind of surprised.
So that's all. That's probably truly all we've. Well, we were in Texas for Christmas, so we could go outside. But in the last 2 weeks, bundling up in the snow is the only time we've gone outside.
Yep.
Wow. So you haven't left the house. You've been to the driveway, but that's it.
We did the only time we left the house is when we went and got our car keys locked in it, and that disaster. So I did, and when I got
And for the
back,
New
I
Year's
said to
Eve
her, I was
party.
like, I mean, we did just kind of learn like we just can't leave the house again, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what we
tried
learned.
it.
We tried it.
Once
Like,
Thomas
this will be
graduates
fun.
high school, you guys can go get coffee again together.
I thought
Yes.
it was fine.
It was.
tow
I'm being
truck was
dramatic,
there in,
but
like,
it is
20
crazy.
minutes.
Like, let's pop in and trade. I'm going to try on the sport coat that I'll wear to New Year's. Like, okay, can I try it on? All right, you're holding Eva. I can't hold Thomas. You hold Thomas. Thomas doesn't want to be held. He's running around the store. He's got where'd you get that lollipop? Oh my God, he's choking. She's crying. I mean, we got to leave. And I was like, hey, we'll hem it for you right now. It'll take 5 minutes. I go, I have to come back. We have to go right now.
I felt really bad. I tried to kind of hide it, but she spit up all over the couch in there.
Oh! Oh, she
Sorry, Eva.
Eva jumped.
Young
That was
lady,
so
you did?
funny.
You never keep stuff from me like that. That's insane. You just cover it up and you're like, I'm not even going to tell Trey.
Well, I didn't mean to not tell you. It just kind of, the day kept going, but I wiped it up as best I could, but I just felt really bad.
Dude, I've thought about that in all our travels with Thomas, and now we're going to get on that long flight. I'm shocked they've never puked on a stranger. At this age, you never know, and they're just like, it's scary, man.
I forgot about the flight. You guys have to do 2 long flights with 2 kids.
The way back, the red eye.
I think the red eye will be better.
The red eye is on my birthday. What a amazing birthday present.
Thoughts on this, Recty's thoughts on this. We're going to get back. We chose this time frame for a reason, and you know how flights work, especially longer flights. They get expensive. Her birthday was the cheap flight, middle of the week, whatever. And she's like, I really don't want to fly on my birthday. I was like, but come on. We'll celebrate your birthday big time, the day before, whatever.
Yeah. You just fly home when we fly home.
Do we need to spend an extra $1,500 to make sure you don't fly on your birthday? And
Ultimately, I said
she agreed.
no, but
But
it
would you?
just
I was like,
does kind of. It's just a fact. It's just like doing a red eye with 2 babies on your birthday.
maybe I'll do one better. I might have a fever.
On the red eye back.
I might. So
You
you'll have
will.
both babies in your seat.
That won't happen.
Eva should be fine, right?
Yeah.
But Thomas may be like,
He'll just get antsy.
It's
Maniac.
gonna be a lot of work. You just have to be a lot of entertaining.
I've already purchased a lot of entertainment things.
a lot of new book, new this. But
Yeah.
he's watching shows pretty good. We watched Despicable Me, like I had said, and so he's fired. I really have been hyping up the Minions. I'm like, Thomas, what the Minions say? He goes, and so I'm really every day. I'm just like, remember those Minions, man? And he's like, Minion, man. I was like, well, hey,
Because-
when we get on the airplane, we're gonna see some more Minions. So if I can keep selling that, I'm hoping he'll watch 6 hours of Despicable Me 2, 3, 4, 5, however many they made.
We've
That
been
sounds awesome.
pushing that and his new favorite show, which we've never pushed TV like we have now because we're prepping for this flight, is a spinoff of Paw Patrol. It's called Rubble and Crew.
oh, yeah.
Little dogs who have a construction crew. He sings the song Rubble Crew.
They're amazing craftsmen
Thomas like to color?
for
We
10
have
minutes.
some coloring stuff. We have stickers. I'm working
Sudoku.
working on a whole bag here of activities.
Crosswords.
So yeah, new year, new us. What do we? I can announce. I'm going to announce to the Recties proudly here first. This will come out probably next week. I'll cross my socials, but my special Grow Up will be on Hulu January 24th.
24th. Sweet.
January 24th, premiere on Hulu will be my special. I know we have some Recties listening who were there at the taping. It was in April, darn near like 9 months later. So thanks for your patience. I'm sure some people are kind of like, did you just get rid of that? Did you throw it away? No. After a long year of my agents and managers helping it out, whatever, we got it. Hulu, January 24th. I'm very excited. So save the date.
Oh, she smiled. She was
Thanks,
excited.
Eva.
There we go.
That's a Friday.
Eva's got a Hulu.
And so I'm really excited. We're finally going to get that out. What about, you got all the files for your set?
Yeah, I've got it.
They
I was
still
kind of-
mess with it.
Yeah, I didn't want to come out with mine before yours is out.
That's nice of you.
I was like,
wouldn't
I don't want to
care,
like,
but-
I don't know.
Have you started editing it?
No, not yet.
I mean, how long is it going to take you? 20 hours? 50 hours?
No, I won't take that long.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. The main fun part will be figuring out what to do when that guy walks on stage to fix the wire.
I know you were
Yeah.
like, yeah, sorry about that, I guess. That was the first night, you know.
There was
I mean,
a
you
lot
got
of-
a good take the next night, right?
Yeah, it really was
But-
fine.
But I
It's pretty
remember
funny.
you were like, I might just leave it in. That's good.
Yeah, I kind of might. I'm like, the opener anyway. It's kind of funny. I had like 10 more seconds left to go.
Yeah, for context, and we've probably told it
first
before,
night,
but
man.
the guy, it was the first night. We're still dealing with technical issues. I guess there's like an audio thing that had to be plugged in, and I was on any minute. So the guy was just like, I'm just going to go ruin this guy's closing joke. Just walked out there.
Walked out there slowly too, if I remember. Like kind of like taking it all.
Oh, yeah,
in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess in his mind, he's probably like, I just got to do as fast as I can. But it probably would have been better if he was just like, hey, so sorry. I'm really sorry I have to do this, guys. And you kind of, maybe you could have been, but you were like, the heck, man. Yeah.
Because I knew how close I was to being done. I was like, I think you could just do this in like 20 seconds, right? I mean, just
Yeah, there is like we could have like delayed it a little bit in between, maybe. But Trey, is this the first time you've gone no hat on the podcast?
I think I might have on Patreon, but yeah, what do we think?
The like overall kind of like that zip up in your hair, it's giving
Cool.
me like middle
Like
school
really
Trey
cool.
a little bit.
Like I look like I'm a middle schooler?
Like maybe
Like a
the
middle
whole
school teacher.
basketball team shaved their heads.
Yeah.
We've all experienced that. Let's all shave them.
Or like,
we're going
yeah.
to state.
That's my brother had a full-on mohawk when they went to state because that's
Yeah,
all.
yeah,
you always do
'cause-
like a haircut.
Well, how do we
for
think it's
something.
coming in, man?
We never did haircuts, but my junior year, Stratford got a tanning salon, and so we were just like a super tan team.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
How do we think it's coming
that
in?
winter.
Is it? Did they get botched? Is it uneven? Are we fine?
It looks fine. Yeah.
Be honest, Jake. Is it botched? Is it uneven?
I don't really know what I'm looking for here, but no, it doesn't appear to be
You're not like,
botched
So I guess in a good way, you want it to look.
like hair.
Yeah, you don't want it to be like, oh, it looks.
It looks cool.
Something
You almost
that-
can't tell that they used your leg hair. I think that's impressive. Right?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Thank God I had so much of that, but yeah, they have to keep it short or it'll only
I mean,
grow
they could
an
have
inch.
easily used your back hair too.
Nice. There we go.
Roasted.
She's back. No fever. Having
No
fun.
fever, I guess. She's joking around.
I do need a back shave before Hawaii.
Yeah. Maybe should you attempt the wax again?
I never talk about that. I'll talk about that on Patreon. I got my back waxed once. We've been going plenty.
Let's talk
right?
back hair
All right.
on Patreon. I got some
Cool.
stuff to say.
That'll bring
How
a
about
lot of
that for a
people
selling
in.
point?
Yeah.
Guys, it was just a no notes catching up episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. We missed y'all. We'll see you next week. Talk more on the Patreon. It's going to be a great year. Hit us up at any time at our website, TreyKennedy.com/correctopinions. Want to hear from you. We're going to catch up on some fan submissions. But yeah, our special's out January 24th. It's got an air fryer and Friday pickleball.
Yep.
We've got a lot happening. Go to Hawaii. And I'm in Huntsville, Alabama this weekend. So see you then. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you next week. Peace.
Correct opinion.